Hey, welcome my YouTube friends. I'm Vanessa and welcome to Scrapping It Up. In this video, we're gonna be working on page set 8, I believe, in our year in review um, interactive scrapbook pages. So welcome, my friends. I do have the tutorial that you can purchase, and I'll put the link down below to where you can purchase that. And you get the cut and guide, written instructions, and all the process videos all in a project folder, and it's yours to keep forever. So, and then, if I were to ever update this, you would get the updates to it as well. All right. So, this one is going to be another single page one with in our last single page one is where you have this page, and then this page is just left for scrapbooking. Okay, so it keeps it a real light page. We can do some, once we start decorating, we can do some tuck spots and just all kinds of stuff like that. So this one is going to be the same way. It's going to be a single page as well. Okay, so I'm getting my black. I think, yep, I've already made sure it's 12 by 12. And let's see, do I want to use white or black? 7 by 11, and I think we'll use black, so 7 by 11. Okay, 7 by 11. Make sure it's at 11, and of course not. All right, so now we're going to score on the 7-inch side at 1/2 inch. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my score pile tape. And once we start decorating too, we're going to be, adding maybe some more elements to it. I just want to get the basic pages down, okay? And then that way I can show you how it's all going to come together, and then that way you can coordinate all your pages. Okay, this is going to go right here. You're going to center it from top to bottom. All right. Because like here, we may open this up, and we may put a pocket here. Okay. It may be with design paper. It may be actually a pocket we make out of cardstock. So once we get going decorating, we'll be adding more to these, okay, to make them more interactive and fun. All right, with white now, let's go 8.5. Let's go 8.5 by 9. 8.5 by 9. Okay, 8.5 by 9. All right, now we're going to score on the 8.5 inch side at 1/2 inch. All right, so let's apply. All right. So that's going to be right here, centered on top of this. And I'm going to run a piece of my white underneath so I can see how much room I've got from top to bottom. And I think I'm going to let a little bit of the black peek out. All right, there we go. Now to hold this all, let me see what pieces we got over here. Ooh, this is a piece we have left. This is a piece that is 3.5 by 11. We're going to cut this in half. Okay, so 3.5 by 11 would be 5.5. So I'm going to cut it down to 5.5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler, my tearing ruler, and I think I'm going to go from, well, should we score first? Let's score first and see what we get here. Okay, so these are going to mirror each other. So first one, I'm going to 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to counterclockwise and 1/2 inch. Okay, this one I'm going to score on this side at half. Well, here, better turn around this way. 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to turn it. Jeez Louise, I need this end scored. So clockwise. One's clockwise, one's counterclockwise. So now they should mirror each other. Scored down here, scored up here. Okay, let's get our tape on. Before we miter. All right. All right, now we can miter. So you're going to miter right through there, right where you formed that X when we scored. All right. Now we're going to fold and burnish. All right. Okay, so that one's going to go there. That one's going to go there. All right, so I'm going to grab my tearing tool. Let me put this on my group. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Well, I don't know if this will wind up being the same. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this exactly the same. I moved it. I felt it move. So now we have that. Yay! And I think I'm going to offset these. And then we're going to make something to go in here to hold all this in place. Oh, that piece ain't nothing. Okay, I'm going to offset these just now. I think we want, I'm debating on if we need to put paper on here first or just barely have it. Yeah, we'll just, like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, there's that one. Let's do this one. In just a second, I'll show you. I'll put a piece of white paper in here for you. Where's that? Oh, a brown piece of paper just laying, or I had one laying just here. I did have. Oh, I know I had a piece of brown paper. I used it. Oh, here it is. There. So that's what that looks like. Now what we're going to do, we may not do it quite yet because I'm not for sure where this is going to be setting in our album. Well, we could go ahead and do it with the butterflies. I want to do a little booklet that goes in here. Of course, it'll be easier once we get paper in here. But I wanted it with a window in the booklet. So, I'm thinking craft. I'm thinking this craft paper. And that would hold everything nice and tidy. Thinking how we could do this. I like that. Maybe tear this edge. Maybe that's what we need to do. And then you're going to need 2 pieces. Okay, 2 pieces. Do I just want to tear one of them? Okay, let's tear one of them. Okay, so this one didn't tear very well. I can get a hold of it. Better set this back down on here. I'm going to grab my tweezers if I can find them. There they are. There. That's how you fix that problem. There. That's how you fix that problem. All right. So now I'm debating on, do I want black on the back instead of the craft? Or should we just do it all craft? Let's just do it all craft. Okay. So now I'm going to score this one at 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm scoring that one at 1/2 inch. And let's get our tape on, and then we'll do a window. Okay, so that's going to attach right onto here. So I'm going to attach it. Make sure I get the same amount of space, or not space, but it's all. And if you have to trim a little bit off this end, but you just don't want it sticking over, okay? So now we have this when you open it up. Okay. So I am going to have to trim just a little bit. Okay. So now I want a window here. I'm trying to decide how big do we want it. Or we could have it on a flap. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So I want my flap to be, let's go 7. 7 by 8.5. 7 by 8.5. Okay. 7 by 8.5. So 8.5 this way, 7. Seven by 8.5. I'll make sure this is 8.5. Okay, now we're going to score 1/2 inch. Let's see. And you're going to score on the, on that side. So you're going to score on the 8.5 inch side at 1/2 inch. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get our tape on, and we'll get our window cut out. All right, we're going to fold and burnish. All right, so now, back side. And I'm going to do, should we do an inch border around the whole thing? That's 3/4. do an inch border around the whole thing. Now we have to go an inch from our score. Yeah, we have to go an inch from our score line. There. So now we're going to cut this out. Let me get my... I use my scissors because I'm a lot better with scissors than X-Acto knife. So cut this out. And we'll put paper on the back to hide our vellum. So that way we can put a photograph. Oops, I didn't cut very straight. I'll have to fix that. So then just kind of go around it. Make sure you've got it pretty well all cut out, right? That you don't have wavy lines. All right, there we go. So now I want to cut my vellum at, let's go 7 by 6. 7 by 6. Seven by 6. So I'm going to cut my 6. And I'm only going to go up to 7 if I can find it. All my numbers are pretty well ran off. I'm going to go up to about 7 and then come over. Just in case we need a long piece. There we go. See, now we still have a long piece if we need it. Okay. Now see if I can do this one right. Okay. So we're going to put this on white. We're going to put white on a background. Wow. That'd be kind of neat. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of neat. But I have it set to where it's on here. And we're going this way with it. I should have made sure my butterflies. That's all right. I have it to where it's going to go on here for the booklet. Okay. So the tape needs to go on the pretty side. Tape on the pretty side. And I should have double checked before I go any further. I'm going to make sure, because sometimes you might have to use your 1/4 inch score pile tape. Nope, we're good. Okay. Yeah, that'd be pretty as a flip up. All right. Now you're going to put it down like this, where that peeks through. Okay, so I'm going to take make sure to give it a good burnish so you get a nice good stick. That's gorgeous. That would look really neat. Well, now my butterfly's upside down, but wouldn't that be neat? Okay, our next decision, we're going to cover this. I don't know if I like the craft. I like the white back behind it. But maybe, let's see what black does. Black is pretty too. Unless we find some design paper when we're, most of it's, and I think I'm going to round these corners. It looks a little bit too stark. I don't know if that's the word I would use, but that's what it looks like. There, that makes it look softer. So I'm gonna center this top to bottom. And attach it down. Or should we leave just a little bit of the craft showing? Maybe leave just a little bit of the craft showing. Yep, let's do it. So then we'd have this and this. And then this all fits inside of here like that. That's pretty. That is gorgeous. So I think we'll mat that with white paper. But I want to wait till we start decorating, because we might find some decorational paper that would, put on here, because our paper's double-sided. So we might find one that might be just fine. If we don't find one, I'm probably just going to put white back behind there. And then that way you can put some photographs in that. But that is gorgeous. I really like that. That goes nice in there, and then everything's held nice and tidy when it flips. I'm really wondering. Yeah, I was gonna say, but once we get paper there, it should equal out. We'll know a lot more when we start decorating. But again, this is going to be a single page. Okay, the one that goes beside it is just going to be, we're going to do a scrapbook layout with maybe some tucks, maybe some little pockets. I want to do about 3 of those. At least three. Okay. And then the other one, you know, it can be belly bands or pockets. You could just do a pocket right here, belly band, you know, like we've done. But yeah, very cute. Very cute. I like it. All right. This is style number 8. We got 3 more to do. So yay. All right. That's all I have for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're making these right along with me. So as always, keep scrapping. Bye-bye.